What is our purpose here on the earth? Some say it's to help others along the way. Some say it's our own personal gain. I tend to think that it's a little bit different for everybody, but if you're anything like me, then your biggest struggle while you're here is finding what your purpose is. Growing up, I always heard other people talk about they wanted to be professional athletes, they wanted to be specific kinds of engineers, they wanted to do specific things out on this planet, but the only thing I ever wanted to do was help others while I was here. Most of my young life, I had no specific passion, no specific drive to go do anything. I didn't want to be a musician, I didn't want to be a football player, and none of the jobs that they talked about in school really brought anything to me. But that all changed when I first stepped in a martial arts gym. It was the first thing that I ever realized I was legitimately special at. Prior to that, I hadn't been special at anything, but it gave me a sense of purpose, sense of belonging, sense that isn't really easy to come about when you don't have anything you're passionate about. Because it's the things that we're passionate about that derive our purpose. I realized that if I took my positive energy and I put it towards expanding my mind and teaching others, that I could accomplish anything through the means of martial arts. Obviously, after you graduate high school, you can't play sports to the same degree that you could before. However, there should be always a little part of you that wants to go back to the gym and train. Because I believe most people that train, their purpose is in that gym. Their purpose is building up others. Their purpose is building up themselves. So, part of you should always go back to your comfort zone. What made you? The gym. The martial arts gym. Whatever style of training it is that you train, whether it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, Muay Thai, even Taekwondo. A lot of people start in karate, and that's the discipline that makes them. Whatever martial arts you practice, I find that most martial artists have one thing in common. They're teachers by nature. I believe the most important thing that you could teach anybody, however, is to find their own purpose. And we all find our own purpose in different ways, but usually in the same location, the gym. Through putting in hard work in the gym, you realize that if you channel the same kind of energy into anything you want outside of the gym, that you're relatively limitless. You can accomplish just about anything out there. But you realize that through the gym. You realize that through martial arts, just like I did, just like most fighters do. Now, with his own philosophical take, because we all know this guy is a philosopher, Sean Strickland.
But you know what I was going with that is like training, man. If you guys have some fucked up issues, some demons, man, like train. And a lot of people that train are fucked up. So it's like you have this good like brothership, this bond.
Yes.
Yeah. It's fucking did me wonders.
Oh man, me too. So many people I know too. There's so many like lost people who are some of the most exceptional people that I know because they went through that.
I remember the first time in my life that I ever felt happiness. Like even when I think about it, dude, it makes my eyes water. I was like 14 years old, you know, I was just a fucking fuck up loser, man. And my mom brought me to an MMA gym and I got the shit kicked out of me. Just fucking like got the bloody fucking nose. You know Paul Herrera?
Yep.
So Paul Herrera used to have a gym, Empire MMA.
The headhunter.
But he never trained. Like he was never there. He was always in the business trying to fucking peddle, you know, fucking juice or something. So it would just be me and like probably 14 to 21-year-old, we'd just be in the cage with 4-ounce gloves fighting. So the first day I went there, I mean, fucking bloody nose.
I was thinking of Paul Buentello. Paul Herrera was the guy who fought Big Daddy Goodrich.
Yeah, he was the one that fucking
the
got
elbows. Oh, Jesus, with the fireman's carry.
Yeah, so fucking the first day I trained there, man, I mean, I got the shit kicked out of me. I was so happy. I remember walking out like, wow, this is what it feels like to be happy. Like, I've never fucking felt this, you know?
You got it all out of you.
Well, right here, Sean talks about finding happiness through martial arts. Later on, Sean talks about finding his identity through martial arts.
It's fucking, the system's weird, dude. The system's fucking
Well,
weird.
life can certainly be weird if you got those circumstances.
Yeah, fuck.
But you're like best case scenario from those circumstances.
Training, man. It's fucking training. I mean, dude, I was so fucking angry. Like, and that was the best thing about fighting for me is I could go in the garage every Friday night, Saturday night, and just hit the bag all night long. And when my brother's party, my brother had these, like, so we didn't have, like, we had parents, but, like, my dad was probably trying to fuck the girls that my brother brought over for the high school parties, you know? So it's like, my dad was out there probably giving them drugs and shit. So, like, I would just be in the garage where all these fucking parties and debaucheries and fucking threesomes and foursomes were taking place, and I would just be in the garage fucking smacking the bag, bop, 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 bop. And then, like, I didn't fit in, so, like, it was really just a way for, oh, Sean's not weird, he's a fighter. Sean's not the fucking weirdo that doesn't know how to talk to people, he's a fighter.
Right. And that gave you your identity.
It gave me my identity. I mean, every night I'd be running at night.
Yeah.
Now, on a separate podcast with The Rock, we see Joe Rogan say basically the same thing Sean Strickland said, just in different words and more Joe Rogan-like.
I got to ask you something. I heard this, and I always wanted to confirm it with you. You started early with martial arts.
Yeah.
Right? And you said there was this great quote, and it was something like, it was martial arts, I think, that gave you the confidence to know that, oh, wait, I'm not going to be broke one day, or something like that. Is that right?
Yeah. Martial arts was the first thing that I realized, like, oh, I'm not a loser. Because I felt like I moved a lot when I was a kid. We moved from New Jersey to San Francisco when I was 7, lived in San Francisco till I was 11, moved to Florida from 11 to 13, Boston from 13 to 24. So it was always moving.
I lived in 10 states by the time I was 13,
yeah,
too. Why were you guys moving around?
Well, my stepdad went to school in Florida. Well, we moved to San Francisco just to like experience something different and just get away from New Jersey. Moved there, and then my stepdad went to school in Florida. And when we went to school in Florida, we had to go to the University of Florida at Gainesville, so we were there for 3 years. And then when we moved to Boston, he was going to the Boston Architectural Center. So we moved there so he could finish it and get his architectural degree. So we were just always going where we had to go. And when we did that, I would have to make a whole new set of friends. And so it was this thing about being insecure and young, and life is kind of fucked up and chaotic, and you're meeting these new people, and kids are fucking cruel. And I always was insecure because we were always moving around a lot, and my life was kind of chaotic. My family life was chaotic, and I just felt like a loser. I always felt like I just had to hide from people. I was like socially nervous around people. And I just felt like there were certain people that were winners in life, and I was not that. I was a loser. And then I started doing martial arts, and I got really good at it.
Yeah.
I was obsessed, and I got really good at it really quickly. And I realized, like, oh, I'm not a loser. Like, I just have to find a thing, and fucking really get after it in a way that I know some people that have had an easy life, they're not going to pursue it like it's going to save them. And I was pursuing it like this is going to save me. Because I knew as I kept getting better, I started getting this feeling like, oh, I'm good at something. Like, I'm good at something dangerous. And then I got really good at it. And then I started winning tournaments and competing and traveling all over the road. And so my whole...
I have a feeling that if you clicked on this video, you're lost. Just like me, just like many of us. But my only advice I have to that is embrace it. So basically what I'm trying to say with this video is, if you're lost, just go train. It's as simple as that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to train. Don't forget to find yourself out there in the world.